like my head needs to be like here. Wait. Alright. Nope. Hello? God, I'm probably look a mess. Just to prove you now I've got some hair. Hi. Oh, cough. Hi, this is Kemi. Coming to you from my house. I had a few moments to myself, so I thought I'd do this video. This video is going to be on job hunting in Nigeria. Okay, so there's two ways to go about it. There's two perspectives. There's two perspectives to come from. The first is coming from that of a graduate. So you have finished university, you have limited / no job experience, and you are coming back to Nigeria either to rejoin your family that's here or to start a new life or anything. So once you've finished your NYSC and you've got your certificate and you are now job hunting in Nigeria, how do you go about that? Now, if you are a graduate, there's three ways. The first way is to go about internet job hunting using websites like, I guess, Jobberman, Job Rapido, NG Careers, I think that's one. I.e., what happens when you type in to Google Nigerian jobs or Nigerian recruitment or grad schemes in Nigeria. If you're going to go about it that way, I would suggest you apply to multinational companies. Multinational companies being, let's say you're coming from, like I was a chemistry graduate, so I would definitely apply to big international pharmaceutical companies with grad schemes. And what else? Let's say you come from a business background, apply into, like, I don't know, the banking sector or oil and gas, but go for big companies. Go for companies that have websites and have companies and offices internationally, if that makes sense. It's a good foundation to have, a strong foundation. It's an easy application process. Not to say it's an easy process, because it is quite long and you have to sort of wait until recruitment periods, but I would definitely say it skips a lot of drama that happens through the other way, i.e. when you work for what they call one-man companies, which are somebody who owns a company who's hiring, as opposed to an international or multinational company. Okay, that's the internet way. Or the common way is through nepotism, i.e. my uncle knows somebody, my auntie knows somebody, my mum knows somebody, and they get me a job as soon as I land. So that's the easy way, and if it happens for you that way, congrats. And then you have, this way I say works better if you have a few years experience, but if you don't, then it's the networking way. Now, if you're networking, i.e. that means you have to go out and go to various different places where sort of like the after work crowd hangs out, and sort of make friends who now might know somebody who knows somebody. So creating your own sort of connections and so that nepotism can now work in your favour. So yeah, three main ways if you're a graduate: internet hunting, begging your uncle or your mum to find you a job somewhere, or networking. That leads me on to, if you have a few years experience or a lot of years experience and you're coming back to Nigeria to sort of blaze a new career path, then the other way, the main way I would say, is either plan from wherever you're coming from. so that it's a smooth transition, i.e. if you're working for Deloitte in the UK, try and work for Deloitte in Nigeria. So that's a good way. Sort of making a sort of like a transfer more than just like trying to find a new job here. If it's completely new, then I would say job hunt from the UK, i.e. the internet route. They do appreciate experience here in particular fields, so that could work quite well for you. What else? Or, again, nepotism. I think this actually works better. Most jobs that I've gotten have gone through somebody who knew somebody, and not that my mum knew them like I knew them. So I went out, I networked, I made friends. Friends now get into conversations about what you're up to. It's the longer way, it's the hard graft, but I feel like it's in Nigeria. You do need connections, you do need your own network of people, and don't get lazy. Even if your parents have a lot of connections, i.e. your father holds a post in federal government or something, you still need to use that to get your first sort of rung on the ladder, and then use that job or whatever, or opportunity, to create your own connections. You need to have the list on your own phone, not that you have to call daddy. Well, I would say for the long term, if you're looking at your move to Nigeria as more of a long term, sort of like a long term situation, like you're moving here for good or for the next 5 years or something, you do need your own connections. It's always good to use other people's, but it's always better to have your own. Any problems that come about. If you are a woman applying for a job, beware. You will turn up for interviews and lewd comments might be made. But then again, I would suggest, like, let's say you're coming from the law field, there are many, there's some unofficial rules in terms of women applying for work. You do always need to be very well put together. It's almost like 1960s wardrobe. Not wardrobe, but in terms of make sure you got a splash of makeup on, not too much that you look like a tart. Okay, not that everyone who wears a lot of makeup looks like, oh, I'm going to cut that out. But not too much, but enough to look professional. Make sure you're well put together. Make sure you wear, just make sure you look nice for your interview. Anything that you would do internationally, do here. Plus a little bit more, I would say. If you, as a woman, if you do come across a man that's being a bit inappropriate during your interview, try and remain as professional as possible. Dodge the comments that are being made, and just pray for the end of the interview. If he's being really bad, like come and sit on my lap bad, then just get up and leave. There's no point in being uncomfortable, because even if you're willing to do that, likelihood is he'll take whatever you're offering and not give you the job. So, or if he gives you the job, he'll always be after you for what you're offering. So I wouldn't suggest going that route. But that doesn't happen often. I just want to say that doesn't happen very often. So don't think that every time you walk into an interview, the man's going to just be very inappropriate, because that's not the case. But beware, because it does happen. You do hear things as a woman applying for a job. If you're a guy applying for a job, you have no problems, unless, you know, some older boss woman takes a fancy to you, and I don't know. But this is a bad thing. I guess it's the double standard. It doesn't seem so bad if a man gets like sexually harassed by his, I don't know, female interviewer, which is bad. Oh, that's so bad. This is going to a place it's not supposed to go. Anyways, yes, I would definitely. Hello. Oh wow, it's really echoey in here, or out here. Hopefully you can still hear me. God, it's really close. Hopefully you can still hear me. I just went to upload a video and realised I didn't finish it. So hopefully this will suffice. Just to conclude on the working video, I still have a cough, I know. Just to conclude on that video, I just want to say, make your own connections, hard graft, be prepared to take a step back to make 3 steps forward, whether it be pay deduction or something like that. And if it's a completely new career, i.e. you want to launch sort of a fashion career or a music career, networking will be your best friend. Make sure you try and know somebody in the industry that can introduce you, because knowing artists in the UK is not the same as knowing artists or media or PR or whatever in Nigeria. It's not the same. What else? I can't remember how I ended the last one, but I will say that it might take a while, but it's definitely worth it. I've been hunting, let's say I've been hunting for, since NYSC finished in November. I'm getting quite well, doing things are going quite well now, and I've also started my own business in farming. The work I'm doing now is also connected to farming. I'll also be prepared to take contracts things, like I'm doing work for a week, I'm getting paid around 150k for that, which isn't much, but it's experience in a field that I never would have gotten an opportunity to do in the UK. So be prepared to take things that aren't exactly related to what you do, but definitely apply to your skill set. And yeah, be prepared to hustle, man. Do that, you know, and that's key in life. Okay, I'm gonna cut that out. That's horrible. But yeah, I think that's it. More videos to come. Let me know if you want to know anything specific. I think I've spoken about the main ways to get a job. How is it finding a job? It is hard, but you didn't come here because you thought it was going to be easy, right? So just be prepared and be ready for everything Nigeria throws your way. Regional wise, does it matter? I think in Abuja, who you know matters more. I think in the East, who you know matters more. I think Lagos is actually the one place where hard graft and like grinding could actually get you just as far as nepotism will, but it will take you a bit longer. Yeah, let me know if you want to know anything. I'm doing this video because someone made a comment and asked for it. I'm getting a lot of views, like 100 something views on some of my NYSC videos. So if there's anything I missed in the NYSC videos, let me know so I can make another video about it. Yeah, the NYSC one seems to be quite popular, so I'll talk more about maybe mummy market or, I don't know, registration or something, because that does take a while. That can take a week as opposed to a day if you don't know what you're doing. Anyways, these two, 8 Town Down, that's Keely Life, and yeah, this is a view outside. Can you see anything? Sorry, raw tie and bar, of course. Yeah, some foliage, and that's outside. Where am I? I'm in my friend's office doing some work. I have a presentation to make for a farming project. I will keep you up to date. I'll probably even try and vlog my journey there and stuff. It should be amazing if it comes through. So I am looking forward to that. Yeah, and I'll speak to you soon.